I was like, if it is me for whatever reason, I'd rather not get voted out with an idol.
Mr. No votes over there.
Yeah.
Wait, so was that the re-hidden idol that Austin had played?
No.
I can't wait to hear after the after parties.
I'm worried slightly about what the repercussions from that might be, but getting that challenge advantage in the next one, I was like, I would way rather have an advantage than food. I can go however long I need to go. I'm telling you, the cut's gonna go crazy.
This is the game we're playing. You do what you gotta do for yourself.
Right as we were about to finish conversations, go on lockdown, I told Kristen, okay.
This one's on Torger, and I didn't know. There's not gonna be one vote on Torger. Hard to work together. I think. Honestly, I may be voting Austin right now, but I think it's going to come down to me at the voting.
So if Kristen will see that I voted Austin, it builds a lot of trust. And I'll say, even though I told you last minute, I still told you. So we have to have something going. So seems like I've been in the middle the whole game, but I don't want people to realize in a few rounds that everyone's been wanting Jack's vote. So I really need to be wary of when they're going to strike.
Fucking Jack and Curie were like, if you vote Sam, we might flip, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, every single time they've thrown out his name.
And then we go for it.
And then we go for it. And we're like, dude, you think he likes that? Like, obviously, they keep throwing his name out. If it comes to a time where it's like Sam is on the bottom of that, Jack and Curie aren't on the bottom. It's Sam.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, that's who we should be going for to flip.
Last night's tribal did not go the way I thought it was gonna go. Toger, he's been trying to act a little bit more aggressive while I've been trying to act more timid and more just, hey, I'm gonna vote if you want me in the future. If you save me around, I can work in the future. So I've been definitely trying to down my threat level. And if it works, I will be in a much, much better place. And if not, I guess I'm going to McDonald's.
I feel like me and Kiri have been in the middle basically since the start. We've been riding it out. She is my number one, but I'm telling everyone Sam's my number one, but I'm slowly just pushing him under the bus and being like, he's gonna be a really big threat. Even though I'm super close with him, he can pull through. I kind of want to take him out at 6, even though he said that he really does not want to be taken out at 6. He wants to make it to the 5 with the Power Rangers, but I think if it's 5 Power Rangers, Kristen, Sam or Reese going wouldn't be too bad. I don't think my name has come up really once, so it's really just a matter of staying clear of these next few tribals, just so I can try and play a perfect game where I'm voting right every time, and I don't have a vote cast against me. I think that would be amazing.
It's not that one. Is there another one? No, that's just a callus. It's right there.
Oh, I see.
I have been building up a strong alliance with Jack, and although we haven't voted the same way yet, I think that actually works really well for us because we have each other's backs, and he has promised me to tell me if my name ever comes up. I told you didn't have to play that idol, man.
You told me that Jack told you it was going to be Austin.
he told me that it was Austin like super last minute. Like when you're walking back, like I wasn't gonna force you to not play that idol.
I was gonna play it no matter what, but I would have played it on Austin.
Like you think I did that because I want Sam in the game? Come on, be so for real. You know what I mean? I wasn't pretty sure, but.
They're gonna be pissed at me the most because they thought that they had this in the bag and it was gonna go right to my boat. Okay. So I am in so much trouble. I'm trusting in you guys right now that you have my back.
Yeah. Power Rangers, man.
Are fucking pissed at me and I know it.
Power Rangers, that's okay. You're in good hands.
I've made a final three with Kiri and Jack. And I don't think Martin would ever vote for me. And I think I have a good deal with him.
I want to look for an idol, but I think I need some time in my sleeping bag. Yeah. I'm really sorry. Yeah. We should be guaranteed final 5 unless for some reason they hide another idol. I mean, I have one in my pocket.
Sam got an advantage during the last white elephant, and he told us all. It's apparently an X, a big X in quotation marks. And I do love Sam. And honestly, Sam is like, he's making all the plots and they all seem to be working. He's very analytical and strategic. So I'm kind of letting him do the work. In the end of the day, he's the one making the plans. He's the one that's probably going to get in trouble for them. So I don't mind following along for now. But I know as we come down to the wire, there's going to be some stuff that I'm going to have to fight back on.
Come on in! All right. Welcome to your next immunity challenge. First things first, Kiri, gotta take it back. Make him take it off you, Kiri. You're gonna make me take it off? Yeah. All right.
Oh, it doesn't want to go. That's so bad.
There we go. All right. Immunity is back up for grabs. For today's challenge, it's gonna be a little slower pace. In front of you is a blindfold. Everybody will be blindfolded. We will draw rocks. The person with the black rock, Reese says no.
No, can we not do
The person with the black rock will be chosen to stand up, pick up this skull on the log. They will place the skull on anybody's log in front of them. They will then sit back down. We will take off the blindfolds. The person with the skull in front of them will have to guess who put the skull on their stump. If they are correct, the person that put it there is out. If they are incorrect, they are out. Then the eliminated person will choose the next person. Once you are out, you are heading back to camp. You cannot be a part of it. The other thing we got is right there, Torger has a challenge advantage. So, in this challenge, everybody will be blindfolded except for Torger. For the first 3 rounds, you will get to watch where the skull goes and participate. You can also not receive the skull for the first 3 rounds.
Can I talk at all or no?
You just get to witness. I forgot the most important part about this cycle here. This round's tribal council, 2 people will be going home. And the way that's going to work is, at tribal council, everybody will receive 2 parchments. And the 2 highest vote getters will both go home. Sound good? A lot on the line, worth playing for?
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right, let's do it. Let's draw these rocks. Arms out in front of you. Ready. Reveal. All right, I'm going to start down at this end. One person will get a tap on the shoulder. All right, everybody stay blindfolded. The person who received a tap on the shoulder will now move the skull. Skull has been placed. Everybody, please remove your blindfolds.
has received the skull. We'll have nobody else talk. Need some slight visual clues.
Okay. Sam?
Is that your guess?
Yeah.
Okay. Sam, did you place the skull? Yes. Sam is out of this challenge. Please leave your blindfold, tap someone on your way, and then head back to camp. Alright, the person who is tapped is the only one who will move now. Everybody else, please stay blindfolded. Alright, everybody can remove their blindfolds. Reminder, no talking. Reese with the skull. Kristen, did you place the skull?
I did not.
Kristen did not place the skull, which means, Reese, you are out. Before you go, we'll have you tap someone on the shoulder, tap someone on the way, and then head back to camp. Alright, I'll ask the person who was tapped to remove their blindfold and place the skull. Alright, everybody can remove their blindfolds. Martin with the skull. Here's your pick. Henry, did you give Martin the skull? Henry did not. Martin, you are out of this challenge. Now, Torger, you are in it, so we'll get your blindfold on as well. And starting this round, after the blindfolds come off, you may speak. Alright, so everybody blindfolds on. I'll ask that you walk through, tap somebody, and head back to camp. Alright, if you were tapped, please remove your blindfold and place the skull. Alright, everybody, you may remove your blindfolds. And just a reminder, discussion is now open. Henry with the skull. Alright, who put it?
Do we hear someone get up? I think with Jack.
It was me.
I think with Jack. Did you put the skull on
Is that
that?
your final guess?
I didn't even hear you get up.
Henry is correct. Jack placed the skull, which means Jack, you are out.
Quick, I was about to tell you that's what I thought it might be.
Everybody can put their blindfolds back on, and then I'll ask Jack. You can walk by, tap anyone on the shoulder to go next, and then head back to camp, please. All right, I'll ask the person who was tapped to please remove your blindfold and place the skull. right, I'll ask that everybody removes their blindfolds, please. Coop with the skull.
Yeah, Henry, that wasn't quiet. It was you.
Is that your guess?
Yeah.
Henry, did you place the skull? That was me. That was you. All right, Henry, out of this challenge. Henry, as you walk by, tap someone on the shoulder, head back to camp. All right, if you were tapped, please remove your blindfold. Alright, everybody please remove your blindfolds. Kiri with the skull. Discussion is open.
Well, I think it's from that side.
Good guess.
Whoever was I say Kristen.
Is that your guess?
Yes.
Kristen, did you place the skull? Nope. Incorrect.
So quiet.
Alright. Kiri, bring back the skull, and then everybody else blindfolds on. This'll be our last round. Walk by, tap someone, and head back to camp. Alright, if you were tapped, please remove your blindfold. Alright, everybody please remove your blindfolds. Torger with the skull.
That one took a long time.
I think that there's a chance that the final two gets immunity. I'm not gonna make any guesses yet. I think it's Coop, but would you tell me if it was?
What's your theory? Like, what are your intentions?
I think since two people are getting immunity, it kind of would make sense that two people could potentially win. And I would like to do one of those. If two people win, then I would also win. But if only one person wins, I will give whoever rats on the other person that it wasn't them the immunity. If either of you want to take that offer.
I sat here the whole time. I didn't move.
My votes, I think it was Coop.
Alright, Coop, did you place the skull?
I did not.
Coop did not place the skull. Torger, you are out of this challenge. Coop, Kristen, you can put your blindfolds back on. In front of me are two boxes. One of them contains a green block. The other contains a red block. Torger will place both of these blocks in front of each of you and then decide which one will open their box in private. That person will have to say either I have immunity or I don't have immunity, and the other person will get to choose if they would like to steal or keep their box. Green means immunity, red means no immunity.
Coop will open the box.
Coop will open the box, so Coop, remove your blindfold. Check inside your box. Green means you have immunity, red means you do not have immunity. All right, Kristen, you can remove your blindfold. Discussion is open.
You want me to know? Tell you what my strategy was? I didn't look at the box.
Yeah.
I thought that you were going to do my poker face. So I didn't want to look. So it's really up to you whether you think that he would have gave me immunity.
Can I read blindfold and can he look at it?
My blindfolds are off. So
Are you telling the truth?
yeah, I was like, boom. I mean, you just pissed off him for putting the skull on him. So if I was him, I probably would have put immunity there. So you wanted to switch for immunity here. That makes sense, but both make sense. It's about a 50-50 choice. It's
right now.
deal or no deal. Yeah.
I think he put it in front of me and expect me to switch in the ratio. Alright, I'll take the box in front of me.
You're gonna keep your box?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll ask that both of you hold your box. Don't open it yet. 3, 2, 1, reveal. Coop, congratulations. Coop wins immunity. Guaranteed safety at the Double Tribal Council.
Did you not look at it?
I didn't look at it.
Okay, we need to get back to the
Coop, come on over.
Okay.
Here you go. Congratulations, Coop. You are guaranteed in the final 7 this season, as you will be skipping 2 eliminations. Congratulations. Anything you want to say?
That was a doozy.
Alright, well done. You can head back to camp, join the others.
Alright.
See you later.
Coming back to camp, we immediately segregated and we actually first started looking for the idol. We thought, is the idol already in play? Looking around, and I now understand when you listen to Survivor interviews and they say, I've spent hours every day looking, never found anything. I just did that. Couldn't find a dang thing, so I get that.
Henry.
Troger. Coop.
So if Henry gets immunity,
We go to
we go to number 2.
Troger and Coop would be who we write down. If Henry doesn't, we do
it's
Henry and
doubles.
Troger.
Yeah.
If Troger gets it, we write Henry and Coop.
splitting, are we?
No, we get 2 votes.
We get
It's a
2
double
votes. 2
elimination.
people get
okay,
majority,
so
Get Henry out of this challenge. Head back to camp.
It's so tough to pick because if you get a bunch of people on board with a supermajority against one person, this tiny amount of people could throw 1 vote or 2 votes at someone and they could get knocked out, and it's kind of up in the air.
Torger, Kristen, or Coop have immunity.
It might be double.
It might be double.
When it comes down to the final 2,
Oh, right.
how are they going to knock each other out?
That's true.
Rock draw.
So
Unless they do a challenge.
If it is the final 2 and they both get immunity, are we just going to vote out the last person who was up there?
Yeah.
I'm down.
I think so.
I said it from the beginning. As soon as I got back from camp, I've asked everybody if we should just vote the 3rd person out, and that happened to be Tor, and I'm going to stick with that.
So I got out 3rd to last, and then they gave me 2 boxes that looked the same, one that had immunity and one that didn't. And then I got to put those boxes in front of whichever players I wanted, and then I picked one that would look at their box. So that player looks at their box, closes it, and then they both take their blindfolds off, and then the person that didn't get to look gets to decide if they want to steal the other person's box or keep the one that's inside them.
Me.
And then you walked away.
And then I walked away.
Oh, wow.
I think it's kind of starting to show that, like, I'm not as good at challenges as people think I am.
It's not the immunity challenge I thought I would win, or not the immunity challenge I thought would ever be an immunity challenge. But essentially played Heads Up 7-Up, and I was actually pretty good at Heads Up 7-Up when I was a kid. We played it a lot because I went to a school where we didn't learn very much, so I probably got more Heads Up 7-Up than a lot of other people. I am an interloper. Like, I can hang out with the jocks, and I can hang out with the nerds, and I can hang out with the goths, and the what have yous. But if you can hang out with all of them and it's a game of voting people out, then people will be like, well, I like you, but I saw you sitting at that table at lunch yesterday. are you one of them? And you're like, no, of course not. And they're like, okay, cool. And then like, I saw you playing ball with them after school.
So you put the skull in front of me?
Yeah.
And they say
When I did that, I like
you were
bear
popular
crawled
pick.
so slow and like me just. Having this on a double elimination is definitely nice. Whenever I'm watching Survivor, I always see people scattering and lines being drawn in the sand of like this side, and I always say like, well, if I was in that situation, I would just pick a couple people that I know are going to be able to work and say, well, what about this? Why doesn't this group work? It doesn't work that way. I don't know what my strategy is anymore. I think I'm just going to be stumbling through. Like, this definitely helps tonight. That this is a night that I definitely would probably be getting votes if I didn't have this. I'm just going to keep stumbling through.
We need to work that vote thing, because most votes goes. So like even if we vote, it's probably almost most votes on one.
Yeah,
It's 3.
yeah.
It's like 6 votes.
Yeah, they know we get to choose at least one person to get.
I'm either going to do a split between Sam and Henry, or just double Sam. I feel like maybe my luck will change in this game fully if I fully get rid of Sam.
I guessed the box in front of me and I was wrong, and Coop got it, and Torger was upset at me, but I think we can get past that. If me and him can get past this double vote, I think we can get past that little hiccup there. This is a really nerve-wracking vote because 2 people are going home. There's 18 votes, but I have been told from a lot of people, and I think they're being truthful when they say that my name really hasn't come up.
So they're gonna say the same shit they said last time because they don't want us to put their name. But I think I want to vote Jack or Curie. And if we can find a group that can do like another person outside of that, I would be more than happy to work with you because I've given them 2 shots now. I want to give you a shot.
Henry and Torger came up to me. They said, hey, Jack's told us he's gonna vote you the past 2 times. He hasn't, we don't trust him. You wanna write Jack with us?
Kristen was like, Jack would only flip if you put Sam.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's like, and then it's like they've done that not twice now.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
yeah,
I don't want to.
trying
I'm not gonna
drag us
fucking
out.
ask this same person a third time to flip for us. Like,
So how do we do this? I don't know if they're being truthful about writing Jack. They've written me 2 times in a row, and they've failed to kill me. They also know that I have the idol hint. So, logically, I could see a world where they actually don't write my name.
dude, they keep fucking using you as a scapegoat too on that side.
Absolutely.
Because they don't want votes thrown at them.
Yeah, they really
And
have.
dude, I feel like all 3 of us, dude. How many plans do we actually know what's happening? Like, I'm just sick of
So-
it, dude. Like,
We're throwing everything at Jack or Curie.
I mean, you said you prefer Curie, right? I prefer Jack, to be
I
honest.
prefer Jack.
Okay.
Because I think Jack's the one who's really like, I've heard him throw out my name in other contexts. I said, yeah, let's do Jack, but I can't save your whole tribe. Are y'all cool if I write Kristen too? And they said, yeah. And I said, all right, Jack and Kristen, sounds good.
I don't know that I have the pull to save everybody. No,
Right.
I was saying I think we have to sacrifice someone, and that would be Kristen.
Okay.
Because she just lied to me in the challenge.
Torger came up to me and was talking about how he hasn't lied to me and he's been truthful and he's being real right now. And I know for a fact he lied to me several times. With that in mind, I leaked the Jack Kristen plan to my whole tribe, and I had them go up to Torger and Henry and tell them, Sam leaked the plan, we know it's Jack Kristen, and he's writing Torger Henry. My idea is hopefully they can all switch their votes to me by saying, wow, Sam's over there, he's not actually working with us, he's not writing Jack.
I've given up on Jack and Curie flipping with us. And I'm trying to flip Sam and Martin. So I told Sam that every time that we decided we were gonna vote for someone, like we were gonna go for Reese, and then Jack was like, I'll only flip if it's on Sam, right? So I was like, here's the thing, when you're in the minority, we need to flip who's on the bottom. Jack and Curie are not on the bottom. It's Sam and Martin.
Obviously, there's Sam and Martin trading that idol clue is kind of a concern. There hasn't been much time this morning to look, but we think there's a potential that that's been found.
Me, Henry, and Sam Coop's fucking amazing. Obviously, we need to vote someone from our like that group out. So you're the only one left. So I was like, we go Kristen. But I think we can have it be Henry.
Yeah, no, the one vote, the one vote's going to Henry.
Yeah.
So one of our votes go to Henry, and that other vote that like I'm flexible with. I just told Reese, I was like we said, girl on girl, like we're not voting for each other. Even Reese, who I haven't really been working with, said, we said together, we're not voting each other. We started with 5 girls in this game and 11 guys. If the girls cannot vote each other out, the girls get through this double vote. That's 3 girls and 4 guys in the final 7, and then that's incredible. And then we can, fight it out from there. I don't want to write his name down, but if you can pool the numbers to get Jack out, and then we stay strong. I mean, you're still my number 1. I hope you're not mad about this whole thing. Like,
a little upset. I get it.
It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, I probably expected you to do the same thing to win that. I mean, this is the scariest round. Putting the skull on him and him being upset at me, it's just like, it hurts that he might be upset at me right now.
I'm Power Ranger strong, like 100%. Like, why would I name us? You guys have shown your loyalty to me. You saved me the one time in the tribal. Like, you guys have proven like your loyalty. Like, I can't. I'm not gonna.
And we all prove our loyalty when we drew promise.
Exactly.
Like, that is the most you can do to prove your loyalty.
Exactly. We did.
Yeah. Like, any of us could have flipped.
Yeah, totally.
Any of us could have flipped just to save our own asses.
Exactly.
But we all proved our loyalty to the Power Rangers, and we're like, we're doing this.
I'm fine still.
I know I'm like doing bad at the exposure therapy for confrontation right now by like trying not to talk them up, but like, fuck, I think I'm
I really came here just to play with the puzzles, and being stuck in this for 4 days, you can't not pick up on some people's strategies and tricks, and giving a second chance and some free time to reflect on strategy. I feel a lot more comfortable. I couldn't say I understand every aspect of it now, but I get a lot better feeling for the game, and god damn it, guys, you picked a beautiful location to shoot this. Oh, it's so gorgeous.
Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna play against Bob LaPunge. My idea is hopefully they can all switch their votes to me by saying, wow, Sam's over there, he's not actually working with us, he's not writing Jack. Hopefully it draws the votes to me. I play my idol, and then we get 2 of them out. That's a good move, Spongy. I do think I've really been calling all of the shots, making all of the plans for our group. And thus far, all of the plans that I've made have been successful. They've all worked out. As nervous as I have been for the whole game, I've had panic attacks, I've had struggles breathing, I've cried a million times. I felt like I was in control of this whole game. And this is the first time that I think I'm losing control of that. It feels very devastating to get to a point where there might not be a winning move. But I think I gave it my best shot.
We'll now bring in the members of our jury. Welcoming in Marisa and Austin, voted out at the last tribal council.
Okay, welcome Latin Forca to Tribal Council. I'll start down at the end today, Kristen. So you get to the challenge and you're dropped with this bombshell of tonight 2 people are going to be voted out at the same Tribal Council. Walk me through your initial reaction to that.
I was a little gagged, honestly. I was like, wow, like you kind of felt the double coming, but it was a shock.
So Coop, you have the necklace today, and honestly, with a vote like this, couldn't have come at a better time. Tell me how you're feeling right now about, knowing that none of those 18 votes will have your name on them.
That feels pretty good. I could look a little further into the game instead of just having a bunch of anxiety right now. But yeah, even though I had this around my necklace, I still, they always say on Survivor, like, you have this and you're the most popular person at Tribal. Still wasn't that pop, people weren't coming up and talking to me a bunch, I still don't know what the plan is necessarily, so.
Interesting. You think with
But it's not me.
With 2 votes, everybody would want to be in everybody's ear. You didn't feel like people were coming up to you?
I mean, people were coming up to me. I was talking to people, but, it was fast and jumping around, and I still don't know exactly where things are going to be hidden.
Fair enough. So Sam, this vote, the top 2 vote receivers will be going home. And I mean, with the last 2 votes, you were in those top 2. A 6-6 tie, a 5-4 vote, almost sending you home 2 times in a row. So now knowing that the second amount of votes could go home as well, and being that person last round, how are you feeling in this vote?
I mean, yeah, my name keeps coming up. It's probably gonna come up again. I don't know. But I just gotta hope that that it doesn't, and just keep on slaying.
Keep on slaying. So Torger, with the last vote obviously being a 5-4, it was close, but there is one group that wasn't in the majority there, split pretty much down the middle. But with the top 2 vote receivers going home, is it a very straightforward vote? Is it one from each side is gone, or have things kind of blurred?
I don't think it's necessarily one from each side. I think there was definitely a shift though, because with the fact that you can put the same name twice, it opened up this possibility where the people that, you know, are in the minority have an opportunity to still have enough votes to send someone home. And I think that caused a lot more discussion and a lot more cooperation within the 2 groups.
So Kiri, with what Torger's saying, is maybe things have started to shift after last vote being so straight drawn down the middle. Do you also feel like things are starting to blur a little bit so people can save themselves potentially?
Well, like you said, with the 2 votes, I think we're all too tired to really do the math on it. So, I mean, the 2 votes really change things. And if things haven't shifted now, I think if, you know, there's a good chance that it will after this. I think this is going to be a very interesting tribal where it's not split down the middle. There's going to be a lot going on. So I think this will be like what makes or breaks that split.
Interesting. So Reese, this would be a great round for a hypothetical advantage. You know, 2 people going, make myself safe, I don't have to worry about it. Has there been a lot of talks? Has anything come up about those potential idols or advantages?
Oh yeah, there's always talk of idols and advantages and who could possibly have them or play them. We've seen a ton played already. Some played really well, some maybe not so well. But again, it's always going to be a question in everybody's mind is, am I really safe? And if I'm safe, is it like because I have an advantage or not, you know?
So Henry, what was the strategy talk like when you got back to camp? We've heard a little bit about how people were starting to, you know, maybe come together. Things aren't as drawn as they were before. Were things chaotic back at camp?
They were absolutely chaotic. There was 8 different people with 8 different names, and I didn't know who to go with. There's so many names out there. I think everyone mentioned everyone else. I don't know what's going on.
So Jack, is it too early to start thinking about a potential end game? There's 9 of you left, and after this tribal council, 7 will go back to camp. Have people started to, you know, start talking about what's going to happen at the end of the game? Where am I going to be in the finals? How's that going to be? Who am I going with?
I mean, I've heard a plan, a bunch of plans, and especially a plan with my name twice. So I can't even think about the end game right now. I just need to try and survive this tribal. It's the last banana I have from the white elephant, so really trying to savor this, and just need to first make it through this, then I can maybe plan for the end game if I'm still here.
So you say you're just hungry to get through?
I am.
That makes sense. So Martin, just to end us out, what is the overall theme of this vote? We've talked a lot about what could happen, what might happen, what has happened, but is there a theme here?
Chaos. Yeah, like everyone has said, there was a lot of scrambling happening, and I think a lot of plans being offered, being pitched, and people saying yes, people saying no, what about this? It's just, it was chaotic, and it is a little confusing. Like Kiri said, the numbers are hard to track, because now 2 votes on one person, you could potentially have a blowout vote for one person. And if you're trying to counter votes, it's like, well, how many votes do you think you need to get to counter the next vote if you're trying to save somebody? I think chaos is a good word to hold the theme, the beginning of it, yeah.
I think chaos sums it up beautifully, and I hope to see it relate in the votes. So, everybody will vote twice, just to remind, and with that, it is time to vote. Sam, you're up first.
Y'all are really big threats, and both of you have written my name the past few times, so we're gonna do a quick little Henry Torger moment. See you at the next tribal.
I'm sorry, Sam, that I only write your name so far during merge, but I'm going to do that.
Romeo and Juliet, romance. It's over for now.
I just want to do something.
He's peasing sticking with the Power Rangers.
If anybody has an idol or an advantage and they would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Cleanse for yourself, playing that on myself.
All right. This is a hidden immunity idol, which means any votes cast for Sam will not count. The votes this round will be read a little differently, as there are 2 people going home, so I will now reveal if there were any votes in the urn for Sam. Sam does not count. Sam does not count. Sam does not count. There are 3 votes for Sam. All right, the way I'll now reveal this is, if you received 0 votes, you will hear your name. Coop, obviously. Kristen. Reese. Martin. Kiri. If you heard your name, you received 0 votes this tribal council.
Who is left?
Me.
Just
Us
3.
three. Very cool.
That leaves 3 people left over. Torger, Jack, and Henry. I'll now reveal the player who is the first person eliminated in this tribal who received the most amount of votes. The 10th person voted out of Marooned and the 3rd member of our jury. Torger, you received 7 votes. Please bring me your torch.
I never felt like I was all that big of a threat.
Torger, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go.
Things I tried to get done didn't really happen. I'm curious who the big threats are and who's really masterminding a lot of this, and I can't wait to be on this jury and ask some good questions and eat some good food now that I'm out.
That leaves us with Jack and Henry. One of you received the next highest amount of votes, one of you did not. The next person I reveal is the person that is safe. Jack, with 2 votes. Which means, unfortunately, the 11th person voted out of Marooned and the 4th member of our jury, Henry, that's 6 votes. Please bring me your torch.
Feels like we've been here before.
We have been here before. Henry, once again, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Well, everyone, 2 birds, 1 stone. 7 of you left. Let's see who can do it. Grab your torches, head back to camp. I'll see you later.
Well, I think I was trying to get buddies with everybody, and I couldn't nail down a tight group to root for me. It does kind of feel good. Torger and I, between us, we got 13 out of 18 votes cast. People saw us as massive threats. People knew I was a threat in this game, and they wanted me out of it.